Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. You guessed it, another foundation review. This time it is the Sweetener foundation from R.E.M Beauty. This dropped a few days ago over on the Ulta Beauty website. It retails for $35 and it comes in 60 different shades. That is also the same amount of shades that the Sweetener concealer, which I really do enjoy, comes in as well. The shade I decided to go with is Fair 5W. That shade is described as fair with yellow undertones. I usually go more for the fair to light category with neutral, warm yellow undertones if that helps you make a good shade buying decision. Now, this foundation is going to provide medium buildable coverage with a natural matte finish. It does contain hyaluronic acid. It also contains niacinamide. All of those things are going to help hydrate the complexion, help also to blur the look of pores. And this foundation is cruelty-free, vegan, and it claims to be waterproof. We're going to see about that. I'm going to be putting this to the test in the South Texas heat and humidity on my 41-year-old normal to oily skin for the next 2 days, 10 hours each day. On day 1, I will wear this foundation, which is actually today, without any helping products. So no primer, no powder, no setting spray, just the foundation and a little bit of blush and bronzer since I am filming another video right after this one. And then I'll do my daily check-ins. I'll show you the initial application of this foundation, let you know my thoughts. On day 2 is when I wear it the typical way I would any foundation with all those helping products and so much more, and we'll really see how this foundation is going to perform on my 41-year-old normal to oily skin. If it is your first time here on my channel, I just want to say hello and welcome to all of you. My name is Steff, and clearly I love talking makeup. Foundation reviews are one of my most favorite things to do here on my channel. I am primarily a new makeup review channel, but I also do get ready with me style of videos, ranking videos, haul videos. If that sounds great to you, I want to invite you to become part of our makeup family. Do me a favor, click on that subscribe button, hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you're a fan of foundation reviews, if you're a fan of R.E.M Beauty, you're curious about this new Sweetener foundation, give this video a thumbs up before you go. All of the makeup that I'll be wearing throughout this video, I will have it linked and listed in the description box. Some of those things might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. One other side note I want to mention is that R.E.M Beauty used to be affiliated with Forma Brands. Forma Brands is also the parent company to Morphe, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, so on and so forth. They filed bankruptcy. It was either earlier this year or late last year. And what I gather from that is that Ariana Grande, who is the face, the founder of R.E.M Beauty, well, at least one of the founders, she bought back the rights to the entire company. So now she owns the brand. So I am not sure if this is a formula that Forma Brands, Morphe came up with, or if this is something that R.E.M, Ariana Grande, her and her new team and labs and whatnot have formulated. If you know the answer to that, please comment down below. I would imagine this could be something that was part of Forma Brands just because it's kind of really close to that time frame when everything was going on, but I could be wrong. Let's get started, guys. If you all want to see the new R.E.M Sweetener Concealer in action for the next 2 days, 10 hours each day, keep on watching. Let's dive into this new R.E.M Sweetener foundation. I'm going to give it a good shake. I will be wearing the Sweetener concealer today, which I actually do enjoy that concealer very much. And again, the shade I have in this one is Fair 5W. So I'm going to use my BK Beauty 101 foundation brush. We'll apply it to the right side of the face, and then I'm going to go in with the free gift with purchase, which is their new makeup sponge. I like all the different angles it has on it. And let's try this out. This says it's going to be, once again, a hydrating foundation. Does contain niacinamide and other skincare ingredients. There is no scent to this particular foundation, and we are going to get medium buildable coverage with a natural matte finish. I like that she releases all like a whole bunch of shades with this foundation. There are 60 different shades to choose from, as are 60 different shades in the concealer. So that's good. I think everybody should find themselves somewhere within the shade range, and I actually think this shade Fair W or Fair 5W is looking like a really good shade match for me. I don't know that it's applying well. I feel like right now it's just sitting on top of the skin. It's not melting into the skin. But that's like that. That happens with certain foundations. Now I'm going to pick up the damp sponge, use this side of it. Just bounce that over here. What I typically like to do is go in with the brush first all over, and then use the sponge when I want to build up coverage, like right here in this area on my cheeks where I have old acne scars and minor discoloration, and then just like bounce over all of the face, like kind of what I'm doing right now, to just press everything in and make sure it's as seamless as possible, especially like around the nose area. Yeah, this is looking like a really good shade match for me. Okay, I don't know yet. This might be one of those foundations that it needs a few minutes to like just melt into the skin. And that's okay. I don't mind. I have other foundations that do the same thing and they end up wearing really well for the whole day. And once again, remember day one, I don't wear this with any helping products. No primer, no powder, no setting spray. I will do like cream bronzer and blush because I am going to be filming with the new Beauty Bay Rich palette, the 16-pan palette. You guys will see that video go up before you see this one. I really love the packaging of this. I think it's really cute. Now for concealer, of course, I'm going to use the one from R.E.M. I really like this concealer. This one is in the shade 2N. So I'm going to pick some up with my finger, since this is more of like a thicker creamy concealer. I like to use my finger with this style of concealer because it helps to melt the product, especially under the eye area where you want it to be as creaseless as possible. Nothing is ever going to be creaseless, okay? We have texture under there, we have fine lines, you know, things settle, makeup settles. It's not perfect, but we just want to, you know, at least cover any darkness that we have and try to make it look as smooth as possible. But remember, even though it says it's going to be creaseless, if you have lines on your face, things are going to crease. It is just natural. Now, like this concealer, the foundation, 60 shades. I love that. I think that everybody should be able to find their place somewhere within R.E.M. Beauty complexion products. And I'll be honest, that is the only thing I've ever tried from her brand is the concealer and now this foundation. And I've worn the concealer as foundation and it does a really good job. Really, really good job. Okay guys, so here is what the complexion is looking like. I think you can still see a little bit of the redness I have down here as well. Let me see, you know what? Let's see if I can add a little bit, just because I'm going to be filming another video. Let's pump out a little bit more. Just going to use like that. And I'm going to go in with the BK Beauty brush. Just stamp that here. Yeah, there we go. Maybe it was a spot I just missed. Okay, so this is what the complexion is looking like. It feels good. It feels lightweight, but it feels tacky, and I feel like it still needs to melt into the complexion. But I'm going to get ready to start filming my next video, so I will check in with you guys after lunch. We'll see how the makeup is holding up, and then of course at the end of the day, I will give you my initial first impressions. We'll wrap up this day one wear test, trying out the new R.E.M. Sweetener foundation. Okay, so we've come to the 5-hour check-in of me wear testing testing this new one from R.E.M Beauty. I have already filmed these looks. You all saw that go up already with the Beauty Bay Rich palette. I think the foundation is holding its own. I think it's looking pretty good. Maybe around my nose, like right in here, it's looking a little bit makeup-y, like a little cakey, but remember, I don't do touch-ups and I'm not wearing any powder or anything. I did set the under eye area. I forgot to mention that, or I think I forgot to show that, but I use the One Size Ultra Pink loose setting powder to do that. You know, I think it's holding up okay. I was outside for a little bit right now. It's not extremely hot down here. Like, I feel like this week it's been maybe like a few degrees cooler, which is welcome. Anything like that is welcome right now. So I think it's holding up pretty well. We'll see how it looks in 5 more hours and we'll wrap up this day 1 wear test at that time. Hey guys, 10-hour check-in. Here it is, the R.E.M Sweetener foundation. So I think like from here up looks pretty good, but like all around here it's starting to look a little makeup-y, obviously because the oil is starting to come through. Like right here on the side of my nose, it was looking like that earlier. I think it's gotten a little bit worse. Around my mouth, I just had dinner, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but you know, everywhere else it looks good. It's just this little area, and typically around this time, this point during the day, that's where the foundation starts to break up on me, especially today because I didn't use any helping products with this one. And again, I don't do any touch-ups when I do my foundation reviews. So this is how it's looking. You know, it doesn't feel icky. It doesn't feel sticky. It feels like, you know, it's pretty much set itself down. I won't say it feels like completely matte, completely set, but I think tomorrow is going to be a much better day. I don't think it's terrible for a day 1. I've definitely had worse day 1s wear tests, but I've also had better. So, you know, I think it's doing all right. It held its own today. I will check in with you guys in the morning. I'll let you know what helping products I went in with, and then we will wrap up this wear test, and I'll let you know if the Sweetener foundation is going to be worth your time and, more importantly, your money. So stay tuned. Good morning, guys. So here is what the R.E.M Sweetener foundation is looking like on day 2. Let me quickly tell you some of the products that I went in with. So for primer, I went in with the Huda Glowish Blur Gem Primer. This is a really nice primer. I'm trying out a new setting powder, and it is this one right here from Lunar Beauty. I picked up the light pink shade. It says translucent pink, so I'm really excited about that. I'm in the works. I just need to get through all these new foundation reviews, but I am going to be ranking all of the pink powders that I have in my stash, but I need to like free up a week where I get to wear the same foundation, same concealer, same setting spray, and then just change up the powder. You know what I mean? So as soon as I get done with these new foundations, then I'm definitely going to start on that video. I'm using a NYX matte bronzer. I'm wearing a blush, this beautiful orange blush from Makeup Forever. This one is in the shade Hot Lava, and the highlighter that I have on is Golden Flower Crown from Wet n Wild, and my setting spray is this one, the Micro Dot Setting Mist from Moira. This one does contain, it says it's going to help control oil. It's a microfine spray with retinol and hyaluronic acid. Very interesting. I've had that one in my stash for quite some time, and I really do enjoy it. My lipstick, of course, is from Give by Gwen Stefani. This one is in the shade Tragic Me, and I'm liking the way everything looks. Let's see how it does in 5 hours, where I do my first check-in of the, or my second check-in of the day. And of course, at the end of the day, we will wrap up this 2-day, 10-hour wear test. I'll let you know what my thoughts are on the R.E.M Sweetener foundation. Stay tuned. Hey guys, 5-hour check-in here on this day 2 wear test. I got several compliments. I just had lunch with my family. We had some family come in from out of town. So just getting back from that, but I got several compliments on my makeup. Yes, I did go out with these 2 different looks on. That is not unusual for me. I don't mind that at all. But I also got compliments on the foundation. It was my mom. She liked the way it looked, but I don't know that I like the way it looks. Like, yes, I think my skin on the forehead and the perimeter looks like right here on the sides of my cheeks. I think all of that looks great, but it's still caking up on me right here around my nose. And I don't do any touch-ups when I do these foundation reviews. So
Maybe it's just because my oil is starting to come through, but even right here, like we just got back from lunch, it is showing a little bit of signs of wear right there on my chin. Keep in mind, this is the first area where foundation tends to break up on me, but I mean, it's only been 5 hours, a little over 5 hours. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like in 5 more hours, and then I will give you guys my final thoughts. Hey guys, so we've come to the end of this 2-day 10-hour wear test, testing out the new R.E.M Sweetener foundation. You know, I don't really feel there's a big difference from today's 5-hour check-in versus right now. I think my complexion still looks pretty good. I don't think it got any worse in this area, which is good. This little area right here stayed the same, and just everywhere else kind of just looks the same it did 5 hours ago. So that's a pretty good thing. I think the shade on me, which is a 5W, no, Fair 5W, I think that is the perfect shade for me. I do have the concealer. I have shade Light 2N, and I like this shade as well. I feel like, because I've worn this concealer as foundation, I feel like I like the concealer as foundation more so than I like this actual foundation. I just get a little bit more coverage. I feel like this is a true medium coverage foundation. I thought it wore well. I don't know that I would recommend this foundation though to those of you who have a lot of texture on your complexion. I feel like it might cling, it might accentuate texture. I think this foundation is going to be good for those of you kind of like in the middle of skin types, like normal to dry, normal to oily. I feel like if you're too dry, this might cling to your dry patches, and if you're too oily, you might be too oily. It might cause excessive oiliness. So maybe if you can get those of you that are on like those either full-on dry or full-on oily, if you can get a sample of this in Ulta, maybe go that route. I think those of you in between, I think this foundation might work out great for you. I've tried quite a few foundations lately, and I will be ranking them. I have one more to test out for you guys. Well, so far I think it's only one more, and then I will be doing a ranking all of the latest foundations, and you guys will see how all of these foundations that I've tried in the last couple weeks have ranked so far in my stash. But you know, I would probably give this one a 4 out of 5 stars if I had to rate it. You know, I don't think it did terrible. I'm just not overly excited about it. Like, I don't feel it did anything extra special, if you know what I mean. Like when I compare it to the MAC and to the Shiseido, you know, I feel like this falls a little bit short from those foundations. But I will say the shade perfect for me, and there are 60 different shades to choose from. It retails for $35, which I think is a very reasonable price point. And you know, let's see what happens with R.E.M Beauty going forward. Now that Ariana Grande has full control of the brand, I'm gonna really be interested to see what all she does with it. If the formulas of the eyeshadows, which I haven't tried them, but I've heard mixed reviews on them, if those are better, if anything changes. So far, I think, you know, she has a good concealer and a good foundation. She has an excellent shade range. And, you know, I wish her well in this. Like, I hope that she can take the brand to a better place, maybe where Forma Brands and Morphe was taking it. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's going to happen with R.E.M going forward. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Is the Sweetener foundation going to be making its way into your stash? Have you picked it up already? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, drink your water, and I'm going to see you all very soon. Bye.